Hello everyone, welcome to GHL Unlocked. Today I'm going to show you how to build a funnel in GoHighLevel step by step. So the first thing you want to do is log into your GoHighLevel account, then open the particular sub account you want to use for the funnel. I'm already here. Then on the left side panel here, scroll down to sites, and here we're in funnels. Click new funnel right here. You can choose to build this with AI, but I'm not sure how that works. You could try it if you like, but I'm going to start from scratch. So enter your funnel name, then click create. Now the next thing we're going to do is to create the steps for the funnel. I'm going to be creating 2 steps. You can create as many as you want. This is just what I'm doing. So click add new step and enter the name for your page and enter the path. You don't need to fill anything here. Just create funnel step. Now once the step has been created, we're going to edit the page to decide what shows up on it. So click edit here. Now you can choose whatever you want to appear on this page. I'm just going to keep things simple just for the test. So anything you want to add to this page, simply drag and drop. I'm going to add another element, which will be the sub headline. Okay, and you can customize this page however you want. You can change the background image, you can change the text colors. I'm just going to keep things simple and leave them as they are. You could also add things like forms, buttons, blog posts, anything you want really. I'm going to drag this form onto the page. Now click on the form and you can choose to select from any form you have. I'm just going to select one here. If you do select a form, you want to determine what the button does, this submit button. You could also change the text. I'm going to edit this form. Now I'm going to click save. Now once you're done, we're going to set what the button does, the action. Click on this drop down right here and select what you want the button to do. I'm going to select go to next step, which will be the next step in our funnel. Once you're done setting up your entire page, make sure to preview it to make sure that everything shows up exactly how you want. Once you're done with your first page, head back and I'm going to create the next page by clicking add new step here and create the funnel step. Once the page has been created, click edit, and once again, like I said before, you can customize this page however you want. Once again, like I said before, make sure to preview the page to make sure everything appears exactly how you want it to. Once you've created all your pages, head back. Now what we want to do after creating all our pages is to connect a domain to the funnel. So to do that, simply head over to settings on the left side panel right here and select domains and URL redirects. If you already have a domain here, that's good. You don't need to follow all these steps. But if you don't, click connect a domain. And I'm going to go with this first step here, funnel website store blog webinar, since we created a funnel. Then enter your domain here. I don't have a test domain for this, but once you enter this domain, like they said here, the process will add required DNS records to your domain / subdomain for seamless integration. So basically what the GoHighLevel will do is give you DNS records to add where your domain is managed, whether Cloudflare, GoDaddy, whatever it is. So what you want to do is add the DNS records and wait for verification. Just follow the on-screen instructions after you click continue here. Once your domain has been verified, if you head back, you see your domain right here. I don't have one, that's why nothing is showing here. But once your domain has been verified, head back, and we're going to head back to our funnel here. So what you want to do now is to assign this domain to the funnel. To do that, simply click on settings here, and if your domain has been verified, you see it right here, simply select it. Note that if you don't see a domain here, that means it hasn't been verified or the processing hasn't been completed. It could also be possible that the domain was set up on a different account. But if you do see the domain here, simply select it and scroll down and click save. And this will connect the domain to your funnel. Once your domain has been assigned to your funnel, you need to ensure that the URL it shows for each step aligns with the path you set previously. So for instance, if my domain name was your domain, the path for this landing page, since I entered offer into the path before, should be yourdomain.com/offer. Now, if you created a form like I did, and you want to automate what happens once the form is submitted, you're going to need to create a workflow. Now to do that, click on automation, and we're in workflows here. Now what you want to click is create workflow, and you can select from a template, but I think it's better to start from scratch. Now since we want this workflow to run when the form is submitted, the trigger is going to be form submitted. So once the form is submitted, do dash. In this place, simply click the new trigger, add a trigger, you can search for it, type in form submitted, and you'll see it right here. Simply select it, and to make sure that this workflow runs not when any form is submitted, but that specific form in that funnel, click add filters and click this drop down menu, select form is, and this please select forms drop down, click on it, and you'll see the form. You can see the form I used before. Select this. This ensures that this workflow runs only when that particular form is submitted. Then click on save trigger. Now click on this plus button at the bottom. This is to determine what action actually is triggered. So what I want this workflow to do is to send an email once the form has been submitted. So in actions here, I'm going to search for send, and you can see send email here. You can pick whatever you want. This is just what I'm going with. And set the action name and who it's from, the name and the Gmail address. Then enter the subject. This is what shows up as a line before the message is opened in Gmail. Now you can write your email here. You can choose quick compose, or you can just write it yourself. Once you've done that, click save action. Now toggle this from draft to publish and click save. Once you've done that, head back. We're going to head back to funnels. So click on sites, and we're back in funnels. Simply select your funnel. Now depending on your UI, you might see a publish button somewhere around here. But sometimes once the domain has been connected to the funnel, it automatically goes live. So check for that. So before you send any traffic to your funnel, make sure everything works well, preview it, make sure the email sends once the form is submitted, make sure the pages load fine, make sure everything works perfectly. And that's basically it. That's how to create a funnel in GoHighLevel step by step. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. And I hope this video helped you out. If it did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.